Welcome everyone. Brand new series. This time we're just pulling in here to Gnadenthal, Manitoba, Canada. I got my camper. I've been driving for days from Eastern Ontario and we're almost here. I bought a farm, an equipped farm this time. This is a little different, And I think we're here. Yes, this is it right here. Let's pull in. This is an estate sale. And the house is a bit smaller than I expected. I'm gonna have to have a look and see what the setup is here. I bought this remotely. It's a long drive out here to look for homes, but well, it's a humble little home. How's everybody doing today? We're going to do something a little different this time, guys. I usually start series... Oh, I got chickens already. I usually start series with very little. This time we're starting with a kit. We've got a nice Massey Ferguson 4800. And we've got a subsoiler there. We've got a grain cart. We've got, was that a weeder, a seed drill. We've got a Mahindra tractor with a quickie and Albert implements. And we've got a nice Massey 8570 harvester with a grain header. And a few little things. Oh, look at that. Pressure washer. Couple little greenhouses, chicken coop, and a looks like a repair station. So yeah, we're off to a start this time, guys. Hope you'll join me on this one. And we've got some big dreams here. We are going to go for a colossal bank account. We're going to shoot for, and I had problems picking out what number that should be, but we're gonna go for $50 million. We're trying to become a 50 millionaire there thing, whatever. A rich guy. We're going to be rich. All right, get rid of this third person for a second. So just a quick overview. We'll jump into this really quickly. We've got the house, this property here, but we've also got 3 fields, all of which are, hang on, let me turn this on here. All of which are withered. There used to be potatoes in here. There used to be potatoes in here. And there is lentils that are also withered. So it got abandoned. Basically someone passed away and left all this behind, and I picked it up. Just one lump sum for all this kit. So this is Gnadenthal. This is a little bit different of a map. It's prairie lands out in middle Canada, I guess. And there are special crops on this farm, on this map. So let's have a look at that real quick. Where are we? Where am I? What's going on here? Okay, we've got alfalfa, we got buckwheat, we got clover, we got flax. We have, I'm picking out the stuff that's not normally in game here. We got lavender, we got lentils, we got millet, mustard, and we'll talk about mustard in a bit. We've got, what else we have in here? Poppies, we have rye, spelt. Look at all this stuff, triticale. I don't know if I missed anything there, but these are all, a lot of these are crops that we grow out in Manitoba, Saskatchewan area. So let's do this now. Finances, we'll jump in here just kind of quick. I don't want to spend too much time in here. We've got economy is going to be easy. So yeah, 50 million, but economy is going to be easy. And traffic, I turned it off. I don't know why. We'll see. Maybe we'll turn it back on. Actually, let's start with it on. No seasonal growth because I hate it. Not gonna lie, I'm only gonna use this in a realistic series, but we're not doing any of those right now. Anyways, there's a bunch of stuff here. You're gonna have a quick look and determine some stuff turned on. There's a bit of easy mode going on here, but not too much. So here we are. All right, let's get to work. I want to get going like promptly. I don't want to fiddle faddle here. We've got 3 fields that need to be taken care of, and I only have $15,388 in the bank. No loans though, so this is all nice and belongs to us. No debts or anything like that. No special rules in this series as far as, you know, loans and all that kind of stuff. Everything is open, and we're just gonna go for it. So, all right, so let's get started. We got to get those fields ready. That's a first order of the day. I think we're going to need to, once this is going, I think we're going to need to get some feed for the chickens, I think. I'd have to double check that. All right. 50 million loonies. I think we're going to get a worker going on this right away. I don't know where I am lining up because the workers never go where I lined them up for, so I'm just gonna set that. We're gonna get these fields all subsoiled and basically plowed, and then we'll get going with planting some crops. So there you go. Susie, I think that's Susie. I don't know, I'm making up names. It's AI Worker H, that's what her name is. AI Worker H. Right, chickens, you guys have food. You have no food. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to park the trailer somewhere. Not quite sure where. This thing is great. Enjoyed my trip over here. Took our time, you know. But I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put this. I don't have a lot. This farmyard is pretty small for the stuff we have, so I think I'm just going to park it. No, actually, I think I'm going to park it over here. I need to keep room in place for the farm equipment. I think we'll just put it here for now. Alright, I'm going to run to the store. I believe it is to our left here somewhere. And we're gonna get some feed. It's right down here somewhere. There we go. Okay. And I am going to, I was thinking like I would buy a forklift for the store, but I think we're gonna try to do stuff like kind of legit. I won't use too much like stuff like super strength or anything like that, but at the store I will use super strength, and we're gonna pretend it's the store loading it for us just to make things easy. Normally stores will load stuff for you, so I need food. I need food right away. There we go. And we'll get, I think we'll try to get 2 bags of wheat. There we go. $3,000. Expensive chickens. Now, there's not a lot of chickens in there, so this should go a long way. Could last quite a while. We're really not going to be making much money off chickens. Basically, it's, you know, more just for eggs. Oops. Come on, bags. There we go. Okay. I think I've got straps, yep. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the super strength thing at the store for stuff like pallets and products and stuff like that. But not at the farm. At the farm, we'll try to unload it with our equipment. Oh, I gotta be careful with these roads. Okay, let's go right here. And straps. And let's turn on, and then we're going to open the gate. I've got a whole bunch of ideas of how I want this to go. But, A, I don't want to spoiler it too much, but at the same time, I want the ability to change my mind, you know? I grab both here. So, it'll be, you'll see where we're going with this. Where's the trigger? Not there. Is it over here? There it is. I don't know how much this holds. Only 750 liters, so this should probably stay in a shed. I should have got pallets though, because that little shed there, I believe, is pallet storage. So we'll do that in the future. I kind of forgot about that. There we go. Let's just pop this down here for now. Okay. Thing's a little bit loud. I think it might be my headphone. I've noticed a couple of times that my headphones I wear while I'm recording have been pretty loud, so I think I might have accidentally turned it on, turned it up a bit, you know. So we've got some stuff growing in here already. Tomatoes and garlic here. There's water, and I believe auto watering has been turned on for those. I think, yeah, and lettuce and spring onions here. So this is going to be kind of not really money makers for us. This is going to be a little bit of, I want to say, for personal consumption kind of thing, right? So same with the eggs. So we won't focus too much on this, but it's kind of nice to have it here. All right. Wow, that subsoiler is not doing a good job at all. Not at all. I'm not impressed. We're gonna have to figure something else out, I think. I have a lot of cleanup to do. It might be that tractor though. That articulated does weird stuff sometimes when you've got workers. So, okay. Well, let's have a look at the map for a second. So we basically got these three fields. We got this property here, property 18, 19, 20, 21. This map is pretty big. It's, you know, not monstrous, but it's pretty big. It's got some fairly large fields on it. It actually is not too far from the real thing. I did look it up on Google Maps. It's not bad at all. There are some differences for sure, but lots of fields out here. The default farm is right there. That's what you get when you start. I think you get this field here. Just zoom in a bit. But the really nice thing about this map is that there you can buy these houses individually. And so this actually makes a really good map for multiplayer play, for people to set up their own maps and stuff. Now, I don't know why these houses are not for sale, but here's these are all houses you can buy. Their own little fields if you want behind them to get started. So it's a kind of a cool map for that. So I don't like what's going on here. It's really bad, really bad. We're gonna probably need to switch this out ASAP. Look how it's starting. I think it's because of the articulation that it's doing that. Yeah, it might not be the actual subsoiler, that's the problem. Alright, I'm going to take over here because we really don't have much else to do except work on this, so let me just get as much of this as I can. Alright, I hope this will be an interesting series. I'm going to play it a little bit different. There's going to be probably a fair amount of stuff off camera, just because some of these fields are very large, and it will, you know, be a bit of a drag to just sit there and watch, do one thing over and over and over again, but that's okay. I don't mind doing some of that off camera. I am just going to try to do this quickly here. Now I picked out this equipment. You'll notice there's a bit of a pattern. It's all red and white. Yeah, Canadian map. I'm excited. It's the first Canadian map, I believe, on ModHub. So, yeah, it's gonna use that home feeling a little bit, although this is not at all like where I live in Canada. Canada's got an amazing amount of different kind of environments, you know, ecosystems and whatnot. It's very flat. Manitoba and well, actually not so much Manitoba, but Saskatchewan is just like one big flat thing, with roads that are very straight and go on for, like, you can see a road going on for like 30, 40, 70 miles, I don't know, kilometers, whatever you want to use, and you can't see the end of it. It just keeps going and going. Yeah, not crazy about this subsoiler concept. I think we're going to find something else. Although our money's going to be a little limited, so it might be a bit of a challenge, but I almost feel like a moldboard plow it might be easier for this. Missing bits. So we're gonna have to figure out the new crops. I don't know the nuances of it. I know that there is Mr. Seeley P did a map review on this, and there's some problems. There's a couple of problems with it, and like a fool, I didn't watch his video before I started recording this. So somebody told me he did it. I haven't looked at it yet, so I might be. I probably should have looked at it before starting, but. One of the issues, I believe, is there's a clover crop, and there is no harvester for it. So you can plant it, and you can take care of it, but then you can never harvest it. So, obviously, that's not a good thing. Oh man, this wiggly butt thing is... it's difficult for me. We'll get this one going here, and then I gotta figure something else out for plow. I like to try different equipment. There's some tried and true stuff that I could have used, but I don't know. It's nice to try new things. I missed a bit down the side here. I think this might be better with pulled implements instead of 3-point based. So we're gonna try the seed drill on this field right away with this tractor and see what happens. If it's the tractor, we'll swap out the tractor. How long will this series be? I have no idea. No idea. I think we're good at this end. Let's just clean up this stuff here. Alright, we're almost done. Just a couple of little fix-its. One here. 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 They're not totally apparent. Like there's one right ahead of us right now, and it's tiny, but there's no, you don't actually see any weeds or anything. I don't remember what the horsepower requirement is on this plow, so let's have a look at that. Let's do a little refresh, guys. Okay, so the weeder, we'll just go through this real quick. So the weeder is 60 horsepower requirement. This is 100 horsepower for this subsoiler. Lizard, this is 75 horsepower for this auger wagon. That's my trailer. This is 120 horsepower. So I can pull the plow with the Mahindra. So we're going to give that a try on the next field and see if it makes a difference. If not, we're going to get rid of the plow. This guy's 225 horsepower and can pull quite a bit. We've got the harvester, which is all good. This is 140 horsepower, so this has to be pulled, I believe, by the bigger Massey Ferguson. I think that's it. Yeah. So let's give that a try. We'll get the Mahindra working with this subsoiler and see if it makes a difference. Let me just gonna pop it here now. We'll get the seed drill. I'm not sure if I got it with free seed on purchase or if the farm actually. Oh, it appears we do not have any seed, so I gotta go get some. Maybe I'll just take this over to the store. Am I gonna be able to turn out of here? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the store. We'll buy some seed there. Actually, is there somewhere where I can buy seed? Let's figure that out. I never think of that, really. Animal dealer. Exports, imports, so that is a sell point, I assume. Got a sugar mill, an oil mill, a grain mill, and a cereal factory. I can buy liquid refill and refill. I think I might be able to buy seed there. Let's go have a look. This is a small planter, but it's a good one. Seed drill, whatever you want to call it. I forgot I can go through the back way. There's a bit of a road there. Could do that. Fortunately, we're not very far from the store this time. I tend to always start my farms as far away from civilization as possible, but let's see if I can buy seed here. Let's find out. Seeds. How much is this going to cost? I gotta watch my budget here. Okay, that was a bit pricey. And this does not do fertilizer, so we're going to need some way to fertilize. Oh, I left the plow right on the field. All right, so question, what are we putting in here? Barley, oats, canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, grass, peas, spinach, alfalfa, clover, flax, rye, triticale, millet, spelt, and mustard. I gotta figure out, I have to figure out something. I need to figure out what the harvesters do. Ideally, I'm going to do something. There's, oh man, I gotta remember all these little logos. All these little icon things. I think this is mustard, maybe. Might do a mustard field. Yeah, that's mustard. Let's do that. I'm just gonna put this out here. We're gonna see how this tractor does. And I'm gonna get the Mahindra and we're gonna get working on the other field. Probably do though is get this out of the way. Okay, I thought my graphics looked weird. I'm not gonna get to the plow before we're in the way. Oops. Okay. That thing looks a little too large for this tractor. I'm gonna get a worker started on it. And I wanted to get this going, right, all this stuff going right away because I want to start making some money. We need to make money, and obviously this is going to take a while to bring fruit, so we're going to be doing some contracts. This is kind of strange. Okay, we'll see. We'll just pay attention to this during the first turn here. With a bigger tractor, I could add a seed drill right onto the back of this and cultivate and drill at the same time, but we don't have that luxury. Yeah, this looks a lot better, actually. So, yeah, maybe we'll keep this subsoiler and we'll let the Mahindra do its thing. All right. All right. I'm just going to jump out here. Contract time. Let's have a look and see what we can do to make some money. And we should be able to make some very good money on this. What do we got? We got weeding. That's a large field. We can do 3 contracts at the same time, right? We will be kind of aggressive with some of this stuff. So I think I'm going to take this weeding contract. We're going to borrow the items. And what else? Got some very large baling contracts. Square bales, yeah, square bales are not a problem. They're actually quite easy to do. So I think we're gonna borrow items for this one. We'll make good money here. The idea here is we're gonna grow the farm as fast as we can. We're gonna expand out very quickly. We're probably going to be doing, I don't know if we're going to be doing much productions. I think we might be focused mostly on selling off the, right off the field. This one is way down south, if I'm not mistaken. Just have a quick look. Weeding is right at the bottom of the map. Now if we look at the map itself, zoom, 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 zoom. It's right down here. Gotta stay on the road. This is very much what the prairies look like. We refer to that, you know, mid or central Canada as the prairies most of the time. It's barreling through here. This is the default farm on the right here. And it actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's not exactly like the real thing, but it's, you know, kind of complicated, right? Real life is a lot more complicated than the video game. I will likely be doing a fair amount of contracts on this series with, especially contracts that don't require too much attention. So I'll be, you know, hiring a lot of workers to do stuff. Look at that field. That would probably be a lavender field, I would assume. What is that? Yes, lavender. Alright, off you go. That's a huge, this one should not take very long. Look at the size of that weeder. That should not take long at all. It's kind of cool seeing the new colors of field crops. Alright. This one here is going to require my attention. That's okay though. Yeah, we're going to try not to spend too much money. I know I keep saying that, especially Riverview. I keep saying, okay, that's it. No more spending. I got to start saving money. And I spend it because I have no self-control. Very little, very little. This one here, I believe, is over there. So I got to come down, got to hang a left here, and then I don't know. I guess maybe this is the way in by this road. I am. I'm hoping to, and this will be contrary to what I just said, but I am hoping to try out all of the Nexat system on this series. And that is not cheap, so that's going to be spending a lot of money. I think I'm going down here. I'm typically not a fan of big square fields, but this one is special, so I'm going to go with it. All right. This one I will have to attend to, though. That's all right. I wonder if it would give me the GPS assist thing. Like in the... there's no preview. Working with 10 meters. Field detected for preview. 10 meters seems about right. But no, there's no... Okay, I guess I can't use that. I should start another contract though. One that I don't have to attend to with workers. Let's have a look at that real quick. What else do we have that can make good money? Baling. I don't want to do another baling. I don't want to do a wrapping. Fertilizing. I don't want to spend money on stuff. Spraying. Tedder. I could do a tedding contract. Hoeing contract. think I'm gonna do the tedding contract, the big one. Yeah, borrow those items as well. Yeah, so this series is going to be like this. We're going to be doing a lot of contracts, a lot of workers, and depending on, you know, certain directions that we're going to go in, we may, you know, have a lot of workers on our own farm with lots of equipment, but I really, you know, obviously getting to 50 million loonies is going to take some time. Just so for those of you who don't know, in Canada, we have a coin, a dollar coin. We don't have dollar bills. We have a coin, and there's a loon on it, so we call those loonies. And then eventually, we got rid of those the dollar bills a long time ago. Eventually, we also got rid of our $2 bill, and you know, after the loonie got its name, and so we decided, hey, we'll call the $2 coin, we'll call it a toonie. So we got loonies and toonies, eh? And we still have $5 bills, $10 bills. We don't have pennies anymore. Everything's rounded to the nickel. Where am I going? Actually, I'm just driving off here, aren't I? Gonna be up here. This is where we're going. Can I go through the ditch? Yeah, all good. Okay, so those types of contracts are just going to take care of themselves. I'm going to, let's see how this is going. Just doing a good job here. Yeah, looks good. Looks good on both counts. Okay, that works. We got a solution. Maybe we're hanging on to everything. It's done a beautiful job. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, let's get this going. So a quick update on the other series, I guess, while we're doing this. Riverview series is going to be ending soon. I want to say soon. I don't know what exactly soon means, but we're making some really big progress there, and I think it won't be. It's going to be like we're trying to reach the goals, right? As soon as we've done with the goals, we're going to move on and do something else. But it's kind of building up right now to be, if I sell all my products like right now, I will have the money. We're getting pretty close to that. But the big one I kind of want to wait for is I bought 600 pigs, and I want them to mature enough to make serious profit on them. I've got some beef cattle on that series. They're gonna sell very well. The dairy stuff is not doing as well as I thought it would be. And I think we have 1,300 sheep now. And the wool is just coming out way too fast, kind of thing. So yeah, it shouldn't be too long before we're all set. reaching all the goals and all that. So there's that. Okay, let me stop for a second here. There's something else. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Not sure where he's supposed to be. That shed is kind of in the way, isn't it? I'm gonna assume he was trying to turn around so he could start here. What are you doing? Oh, he's already done the middle. Okay, I kind of miscalculated that. Are you gonna go get stuck on the shed again? Yeah, articulated is a lot of fun, isn't it? Okay, that's what they were trying to do. Alright. I think it might be okay now. Okay. This one here looks like it did a great job. Let's just get on to the next field. We'll get this started. Alright, we'll get our 3 fields up and running very quickly. Weeding contract is at 58%, so it shouldn't take too much longer. Okay, back to my story about the other series. Zaziski is actually going really well. We're figuring out how to get some money. The open air gardens are a little too lucrative, in my opinion, so I might back out of some of that. I mean, it sure is nice to be able to buy stuff early, but doesn't it's supposed to be a survival challenge, and it doesn't feel very survival with those open air gardens, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. They produce at a very high rate, and they grow crops that, you know, if you grow them in a field, it takes you 7 months to do it. If you do it in an open air garden, it'll give you 10 times as much in just one night. That's kind of not great, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll ditch them as soon as we get the farm growing a little bit more. But going very well. Still ways off from even thinking about being done with that series. Zilanka on Mondays is going exceptionally well. I'm really happy with that series. It's a lot of fun. It's going on forever, so I'm not too worried about when that's going to end. It's only really Riverview that's you know, the series that's on the block at some point. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my chickens are going nuts outside for some reason. Let me point the microphone that way. Those are my real chickens. For those who don't know, I have real chickens. I got about, I think I have 16 or 17. 2 roosters and a bunch of hens. We're getting so many eggs right now. I've got eggs all over. Like, we've got fridges full of eggs. I'm basically trying to find takers for them. Yeah, they come out of they didn't do too much during the winter. They didn't lay too much, but now they're churning out. We're getting, I want to say 9-10 eggs a day. And there's only 2 of us here, and we don't eat eggs every day, so it's really building up. Oh, we probably have, I don't know, 7 or 8 dozen right now. And they're unwashed, so they keep for quite a long time. But obviously we need to, you know, it's nice to think about storing the eggs for the winter, but it's not winter. And these guys are going to be laying 8, 9, 10 eggs a day, every day for the whole summer, you know. That's going to be a bit much. All right, getting 2 swaths at once. So I need some animals on this farm. I need to pick a livestock to start working on. I was thinking of maybe doing the pigs thing. I think I only want to do 1 though. I don't want to get carried away with all kinds. I don't want to do sheep. I've done too many of that. Too many sheep. I'm thinking either beef cattle or pigs, or maybe horses. Should I do horses on this map? Maybe we should do horses. I was thinking one day I would do a horses and beef cattle and like a kind of a rancher series with massive pastures, like huge. I don't think this map is good for that. I kind of would like, you know, I kind of feel like I want a rolling hill kind of scenario. Just keep thinking of like the fields out in like Montana, and you know, where it's not flat like this, but it's not exactly congested either, you know. All right, let's get this done. I'll be back in a sec. All right, we have 1 contract that is finished. This one here, 15,000 bucks. Here we go. Let's see if I can grab another one. I need the type that can be handled on their own. Let's grab that one. Borrow items. That's a hoeing contract. And how's this going? This looks like it's going pretty good. About halfway done. Halfway done with the baling contract as well. And this has a front weight. This is a much smaller field, but hoeing actually goes pretty quick. This tool is reserved for contract work. Yes, that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going. This field is right up top here. Yeah, I think we're going to try to work that Nexat system. I want to try it. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's like right across the road from our place. Probably one of the first fields we're going to buy, I think. That is pretty wide, so it shouldn't take too long. All right, let's have a look at the map for a second. So we've got these 3 fields here, and then logically, you know, it would be good for us to spread out this way. But, you know, these fields are probably not cheap. Like that one's 550,000, 428, 307. 242. These guys here are more affordable. 172, 151. This might be a good candidate. Then there's some other stuff like over here. But I think I'd rather sprawl out this way. In the end, I believe, and I'm going spoiler alert here. In the end, I believe what we're going to do is these fields all here are going to be part of the yard. Those fields will disappear, and we're just going to have a monster yard here with all kinds of equipment and the ability to, you know, perhaps have some animal pens out here or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. How fast this is going. 25 kilometers an hour. Mowing contracts pay off very well. And is this guy done, or is he just being stupid again? I think he's just being stupid again. I'm not digging this tractor, guys. It might be on a chopping block. It might be fine for more open areas, but I'm thinking that maybe... see if this will go okay. Okay, we'll see how that goes. I think we're going to swap out the tractor, guys. This one's fine. Well, let me correct that. I missed a spot there. This tractor is fine, so we'll be keeping this one. It's not powerful enough to pull that seed drill, so we need something bigger. We might get one of those Agco ones. About 100 and, what is it, 170 horsepower. Come on. Come on, camera. Let's have a look at tractors for a second. This is what I'm thinking. One of these guys to get going. Maybe a Challenger. It's 160 horsepower though. Actually, are they all 160? Yeah, they're all 160. This one's 175 for an extra $10,000. This one is 190 for 74. You know, we might try to stretch out. 190, 230. I'm already using this. Oh, you know what? We should really try to get one of these. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get a case. 97,000. I gotta spend some money. Actually, no, wait. How much is? What's the value on our Massey? What is that worth? 122. Oh, okay. Okay, it's done. It's done, guys. We're gonna get the case. Just gonna wait for that one seed drill to be that one field to be drilled with mustard, and we'll switch to the case. All right, just plugging away here. Almost done with the tedder contract. I gotta keep an eye on my Massey though. I'm worried that it's gonna keep getting stuck. We're 64% on the baling, and hoeing is at 79%, so that one's gonna end pretty quickly as well. Okay, there's the yeah. Yep. There we go. Let's just collect it. And then the hoeing, I believe, is going to be done in a second too. Still needs to go around though. Is this guy stuck again, or is just being stupid? I didn't realize this Massey cost that much. You know, when I start a new series and I'll buy some base equipment to get started with and stuff like that, I don't, I just have a pile of money. And then I buy the stuff I want to get started, and then I, you know, then adjust the money for the rest of the start. I don't really look at the prices that much. But this one's gonna be pretty good deal, I think. We're gonna come out on top. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up for this one. I'm gonna keep plugging away. A lot of this series is gonna be, you know, doing some contracts like this, though I'm going to try to, for contracts that I take on, I think I'm going to try to make them worker independent, like a worker can just do it, much like we just did the previous two that we cashed in, but also the hoeing contract. Baling requires my attention, so what I'd like to do is focus on my farm and have a bunch of workers doing their thing, you know, and then just make it, I want to call it like almost passive money by getting workers to make me money, you know. Okay, that's done. Collect, and then we just got this is done. So let's before we wrap up here, actually I'm just going to leave this seed drill here because we're going to need it again. Let's just go take care of this. This is an interesting tractor. I think maybe we can use it later on. We'll rebuy it later, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. It's got a higher horsepower, right? So, but for now, we're just going to sell it, and we're going to buy the case, and I think that's going to be a lot better for where we are right now. And the case will go up to 261 horsepower, so we've got some room there. All right, where's the trigger for that? My triggers are off. Right here. It's a huge trigger. And I need this here, so 134, a little repaint, 134,371. And then we're going to turn around right away, get the case, and what's the engine? 45,000, it'll be 142, so it's going to cost me a bit to get that. I don't need the big upgrade quite yet. 170 horsepower is plenty for now. Front loader. Do we want a front loader? Not really. Not really. Beacon lights. Yeah, maybe. Work lights. Absolutely. And the wheels. Wheel weights. I think we're going to go wide tires on this. And weights. Wide tires and weights. We're gonna get this working pretty hard. So 100,000 bucks. And it leaves us with 72,000. I've got another 22 coming. This will be a long episode, guys, because I'm kind of dragging it out a bit here, but that's all right. I'm excited to get started with a new series. Always excited to start a new series. All right, so I guess what's next? I think I have to figure out which crop I'm going to put in next. No, I haven't fertilized either, so we got lots of stuff to do next episode. I don't think we're going to move ahead to next month quite yet. Mustard, lentils. Let's do some lentils. Got tons of seed in here. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to finish this baling contract off camera, and then I think that'll be it. Well, I mean, we're gonna part ways right now, but as far as stuff I'll do off camera, that might be it, because I haven't taken new contracts yet. But we'll see next episode. As to when next episode is, I haven't figured that out yet. This is a Saturday episode. I think we might be going Wednesday, Saturday, 2 days a week for now, but depends a little bit on Riverview. I plan to record all of Riverview for next week, this weekend, so that'll tell me what things look like, because you know, maybe I'll see the end of Riverview by then. So if you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing, and catch you in the next one. Hope you have an awesome day.